Hello and welcome to the Hoof GP. We first saw this cow about 6 weeks ago and now we've got her back in to see how her foot's doing now. This is what it looked like on the initial trim and it was really causing some serious pain. She's walking pretty well, so I'm keen to see exactly how her foot looks now. If you're watching this video and you've watched a few in the past, then it stands to reason you might like other videos. So click the subscribe button if you haven't already done it, and that way you'll get notifications of the new videos.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
So we first saw this cow around 7 weeks ago now, and as you can see, her foot actually looked in great shape. But we soon found out she had an abscess in her white line, and soon discovered after that the whole of her sole was actually detached from the rest of her foot. So after a few minutes knife work, we removed all of that overburdening and problematic horn. This left her with virtually no sole whatsoever, so we doused it with iodine and returned 2 weeks later. And as you can see, there was a congealed pus emanating from the site that originally caused the problem. The solar horn itself was peeling away, which is exactly what we wanted, and actually caused by the iodine. This helps to protect the new horn growing underneath. But there was still loose horn which needed to come away to prevent new problems from arising. And if you look right in there, you can see there's still an openness on the inside of her foot. So we are back at this farm to see exactly how she's doing now, and I've got my fingers crossed.
And we're back about 5 weeks later. Let's see how she's doing now.
Although her progress last time was great, the hoof horn that had regrown was really thin and fragile, so I'm hoping it's thickened up and no problems have started to reoccur.
That took more attempts than usual. So she's in. That is kind of dirty. Let's clean it up. Oh, it's not looking bad. This is what it did look like, and this is what it looks like now. Bovie Bond doing its thing. Best glue ever. So actually the first thing we're going to do is remove those two blocks to check there's no problems underneath, because it has been a while since we last saw this cow. I know a lot of you guys don't actually have cows, but if you do have cows or you work round about cows and you want to learn exactly how I do what I do, then you guys can get a free lesson in the description below for my new online course. Anyway, let's get it fixed up.
Once we have the block removed, we crack on with the routine part of the trim. So we make sure the length of the toes are correct and we make sure that they're both completely level. After that, we'll decide whether or not she needs a block reapplied for the best possible outcome. You can see the horn has really thickened up over the past few weeks, and that area towards the inside of that right hand digit that was still raw and slightly open last time has completely healed over. So I concentrate my efforts on this little white line problem, which hasn't quite fully healed. I'm being as gentle as I possibly can because I don't want to adversely affect any of that great new growth. Because that defect in the white line is still aggravating her slightly, I use my grinder to thin out the wall. This allows the wall to flex round about that sore point and therefore reduces pain and inflammation and should allow that area to completely heal.
So we're putting this block on. This has almost healed, but there's a very slight openness to it, and as you can see, it's still a bit soft. So Craig's putting this block on to give this a little bit more rest.
Once the block's in place, I spend the next couple of minutes making sure that I've got every shred of sharp or detached horn away. This really does make a huge difference. It may look like I'm not really achieving anything, but trust me, this can be the difference between the hoof healing perfectly or not at all.
So you can see there's just a very slight rawness in there. It's not completely healed. By removing this little layer of horn out here, that'll mean no muck or mud gets compacted in there and makes it worse. And this will definitely completely healed. Very unlikely we'll need to see this cow again, other than to remove this block. Guess what we're going to spray it with? That's right, milk. No, it's iodine. Yep. Lovely. I know I say it all the time, but it is seriously satisfying, isn't it? Look at the difference between this, which was weeks ago, and this, which is today. And imagine the difference in comfort this cow has every hour of every day as a result of a few minutes worth of trimming. Happy days. Let's see how she walks. And that is another happy customer. Guys, that's the end of this video as well. Thank you very, very much for watching. And if you've made it this far, drop a like. It stands to reason you maybe liked it just a little bit. But even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Cheers, guys. Bye.